Today, we're diving into a book you've probably heard of, maybe even read, Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist. Now, on the surface, it seems like a simple adventure story, right? A shepherd boy goes looking for some treasure. But underneath all that, it asks this huge question, one that I think we all wrestle with at some point. What if you actually risked everything for a dream?
So this is the big one. This is the question that really sits at the heart of the whole story. What if the real treasure, the thing we're all working so hard for, isn't actually at the finish line? What if the real prize is, well, the journey itself? You know, all the ups and downs, the lessons learned, the person you turn into because of it all. It's a powerful idea, so definitely keep that in the back of your mind as we go through this.
Okay, so let's get into it. It all starts with a shepherd's dream, and our main character is this young shepherd from Andalusia. His name is Santiago. He's got a pretty simple, kind of predictable life, but you can just feel that something bigger is bubbling up under the surface.
So Santiago keeps having this dream over and over again. It's this super vivid vision of a treasure chest just waiting for him at the base of the Egyptian pyramids. But here's the thing, it's not just some random dream. In the book's language, this is what's called his personal legend. Think of it like your true calling, your unique purpose. It's that feeling deep down inside that tells you what you're really supposed to be doing with your life.
Which, of course, leads to an unexpected journey. So now Santiago's at this major crossroads. Does he stick with what's safe and comfortable, his flock, his routine, or does he take this massive leap of faith and chase after a dream? Well, you can guess what he does. He chooses the journey. And this really gets to the first big idea in the book. It's the possibility, the chance that a dream could come true. That's what makes life exciting. I mean, think about it. Leaving everything you know behind, that takes some serious guts. But what Santiago figures out is that the real risk, the bigger danger, is ignoring that call from your heart. The journey doesn't start when he takes his first step. It starts the moment he decides to believe it's possible.
Now for the part we can all relate to, the lessons you learn from failure. Because let's be real, if you've ever tried to do anything big, it's never, ever a straight line from A to B. And for Santiago, man, his journey gets messy fast. He's hit with all these challenges and setbacks that, honestly, look pretty devastating at first glance. I mean, right out of the gate, he gets robbed blind, left with absolutely nothing, in a country where he doesn't even speak the language. He has to take on these odd jobs just to eat. It would have been so easy for him to just pack it in and say, well, that was a dumb idea. But here's the key takeaway. The struggles aren't getting in the way of his journey. The struggles are the journey. Every single failure is teaching him something crucial, something he couldn't have picked up any other way. And all these challenges basically boil down to 3 core truths that he uncovers. Number 1, you've got to follow your dreams. That's the whole starting point. Number 2, and this one is tough, you have to start seeing your failures as stepping stones, not roadblocks. Every screw-up is just getting you ready for the next thing. And number 3, you have to trust your gut, trust your heart, and actually enjoy the ride, not just fixate on where you're going.
Okay, so let's talk about the real treasure. So fast forward through years of traveling, learning, growing, and Santiago finally makes it to the Egyptian pyramids. This is it. He's right there, about to dig up the treasure he's been dreaming about this whole time. But the story has one last absolutely brilliant twist up its sleeve. And this is where it all clicks into place. See, the treasure he thought he was looking for was gold, riches, external stuff. But the real treasure? That was the journey itself. It was the languages he picked up, the wisdom he gained, the people he met, the love he found. It was all of the personal growth. The journey literally transformed him into the person who was ready for the treasure. So you see, it was never really about the gold. It was about fulfilling his personal legend, that thing we talked about earlier. The book has this really beautiful idea that when we're young, we all know what our purpose is. But then, life happens, fear, doubt, other people's opinions, and we kind of forget. But our hearts don't. And that leads to maybe the most famous line from the book. When you really, truly want something, the entire universe conspires to help you achieve it.
All right, so let's bring this home. How do you find your own legend? Because this is the important part, right? How does this apply to us? Santiago's story is so much more than just a nice little fable. It's basically a roadmap for our own lives, a way to find some clarity when we're feeling a bit lost or unsure about which way to go.
Thinking about your life in this way can bring so much clarity. First off, it gives you the motivation, even the permission to just start, to go after that thing you can't get out of your head. It also totally reframes failure. It's no longer this scary thing to avoid, it's just a necessary part of learning.
It pushes you to listen to your gut, the little voice inside. And maybe the biggest one of all, it reminds you to find joy in the process, right now, today, not just wait for some future reward.
So we kind of end up right back where we started, with a question. But this time, it's not about Santiago. It's for you. Your own journey, your personal legend is out there waiting. The only question is, what is it telling you?